Knock knock. Good evening, everyone. I see you all still moving in the room. Glad to see you have a very nice conversation and enjoy the dinner together. So please let me get started. The honorable guest, sponsor, SPE Thailand, members, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to SPE Thailand reception. My name is Panit Jessadawaranon. I'm the board member of SPE, Vice Technical Chairperson for this program from Mubadala Petroleum. I'm very happy to see you all here. I think we haven't been meeting face to face for such a long time. So I see you all in a happy face and I really enjoy that. Under this challenging environment, we still continue to provide you and keep you informed of what's going on in our industry and make new technology available to you. Tonight is our special night for us. It is an honor to have Dr.Sarawut Kaewtathip to be our honorable speaker, our Director General from Department of Mineral Fuels. And today he will share Thailand Upstream insight with us on our mission and vision. Our vision is to be open to sharing with our peers across the companies so we can the sustainable energy for the kingdom. And of course, we would like to see the smile on your face. All right, let's continue. Tonight we have a tracking program, but before we start, we're gonna have our section announcement, and then following by industry reception, the talk from Dr.Sarawut, and continue with closing remark and lucky draw. On the section remark, just to update you, our membership. So today we have 549 memberships, which is 280 professionals and 269 from the students. There are 4 university chapters in Thailand: Chulalongkorn, Suranari, Prinop Songkhla and Chiang Mai. Not only to retain our session, we also have new professional as well. We have 43 joining us on this month. However, we still have 81 members that still has not paid the membership yet. As you could see that it's very beneficial to you. Of course, you can join this one of the nice dinner for free and so on. So please consider to renew your membership. SPE Thailand is still the largest professional oil and gas society that you can regularly meet and greet in the relaxed environment. I'm not going to go through the membership benefit. I think you can read the slide yourself. But you please consider, as you could see, we are very active section in Asia. So I think joining SPE Thailand would be very benefit to you. And of course, this event could not happen without our generous sponsor. So could you please give the round of applause to our sponsor for SPE Thailand. Our event could not be happening without the small people or our little group that running the machine behind. So today, please let me introduce our board members. If you don't mind, maybe if I call your name, maybe you can stand up and then say hi. Starting with our boss, Kun Ronald Tay, our section chairman. Kun Anupong, our secretary. Kun Nikon, he's not here today. Kun Kasian, he look after our program chair with me. And Kun Panit, of course, it's myself standing right over here. Thank you, Kapun Kap. Dr. Trin, looking after our membership. Ajahn Jingyot, looking after scholarship for the students. Ajahn Sarawut, our university liaison. I think Kun Krisadapo is not here. He's out looking after young professionals. And then Kun Nipatsin, who's running the many computers at the moment, is our internet chair. I think Kun Suchintana and Kun Tanjawadi could not make it today. And then Kun Tithaset, Kun Nat, our marketing chairperson. And of course we have our family affairs. At the reception we have Kun Miu, Ratmani, Kun Panpan, Vilaiwat, and Kun None Janjapat, who is help us a lot on the reception in front. So thank you very much. Okay, without further ado, please let me call our boss. Have you finished your dinner? Kun Kasian Sintuwong will do the speaker introduction.
Thank you, Kun Panit. As always, I'm very happy to be here. Honorable guests, sponsors of the SPE Thailand, SPE member, guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, good evening. And it is always my honor again to be here introducing the speaker, especially for tonight, a very, very important one. So, but before I do that, let me give you a little bit of a background of the SPE technical program so you can understand us a little bit more on what we do. So SPE Thailand, we organize average 10 meetings per seasons. Our seasons starts from September and end in August of the following years. each seasons, we always start with the season opening, which is one of the important talks, similar to this one, when we invite the important persons to let you know something new about the industry. So this program has been shared by many of the highly experienced people in the past. This ranges from the Ministry of Energy, Minister of Energy, the Permanent Secretary, the former Director General on the department related to the E&P, Chairman of the Board of the Energy Company, as well as the CEO of the oil company. So we do this one because we want to do two things. First, we want to give you an opportunity that you can networking in the professional environment. Second, we want to give you new knowledge. We want to give you information that will interest you, and you can continue to explore and produce the oil and gas for the Kingdom of Thailand, essentially to keep all these lights on. Now, we could not do that without the very important people here, especially you, attendee, but the most important, our sponsors. Okay. We have the representative from the sponsoring company of the SPE here, sitting in the front table. So Kunpanit already allowed them for a round of applause, so I will not do it again. But for those of you who have just joined us, if you're interested in supporting our society, please let me know or any of the board member. We look forward to your support, and our society needs you. So now, without any further ado, let me start to actually introduce the speaker for this evening. So our speakers has 20 years experience in various energy sectors. Since 2019, he is the Director General of the Department of Mineral Fields, or DMF. Before Director General positions, he has held various positions, including Deputy Permanent Secretary, Deputy General Director of DMF, and Head of Strategy Planning Division, Bureau of Policy and Strategy under the Office of Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Energy. Our speaker has PhD in Chemical Engineering from University of Southern California, or USC, from the United States. He attended top-level domestic and international training courses, such as Strategist Cost, Strategic Study Center, National Defense Study Institute, and International Training Program on Utility Regulation and Strategy by World Bank and University of Florida. Our speaker is often giving public lecture at universities, as well as be a regular guest speaker in both domestic and international energy conference. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me for a very warm welcome to our very special speaker this evening, Dr.Sarawut Kaewtathip, Director General, Department of Mineral Field, Ministry of Energy.
Thank you for the kind introduction. Good evening, honorable guests. เรียนท่านกุรุจิตนาคอนทัพท่านทรงภพพลจันทร์ท่านพวงทิพย์ศิลปศาสตร์ former DGs of DMF, whom are my bosses, and my dear colleagues, all the executives, ladies and gentlemen. It's such an honor to be here today, this evening. I haven't been to this type of event for 2 years. You couldn't imagine why. And today I'll be speaking briefly about the E&P activities in Thailand. And I would like to cover 5 topics. The first one, I'll be talking about the current energy situation in Thailand, followed by the current natural gas situation, and then I will go through a little bit of the Erawan and Bongkot that has become G1 and G2 during the transition period, which we now facing. And then I will update on the OCA, and then the long-awaited 24th bidding round, finally here. Such a relief for us, and let's see how it's going to carry us to. So the first topic that I want to brief the audience tonight is in terms of energy situation. We consume around, in Thailand, we consume around 1.8 to 1.9 of oil equivalent barrels per day, in which we also export some of them, around 200 barrels per day. Mostly Thailand exports petroleum products. We only export marginally our crude, which we don't want to do it, but somehow we have to do it due to the quality and not so many people interested in buying it domestically. But on top of that, the main export products that we do are mainly gasoline and diesel fuels. So we also supply, in terms of the supply, we also have a domestic supply of around 37%. And this 37%, I think, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I think I had too much wine. And this 37%, around 75% is natural gas, and then 11% is condensate, and then crude oil. And the rest we have to import, and the importation actually in the form of crude oil. We mainly import from UAE, and then Saudi Arabia and Oman in terms of crude oil. And then we also import natural gas from Myanmar, and then in terms of LNG. So we have 4 contracts now from Qatar Gas, and then BP and Shell and Petronas. So really needs gas. That's our point. And for the next slide, I just want to show you, based on the former plan that I've just shown you, this is the situation in the past 4 years. 2018 and 2019, just before COVID started, the consumption, the actual consumption is actually higher than the gas plant itself. But when COVID hit us, the consumption actually went down by 3 to 3.8%. In terms of natural gas, that's not a lot, so we still rely heavily on natural gas. And but the good part is that we don't want to see an exponential growth of natural gas consumption like we have experienced in the past former 20, 30 years, because it's not sustainable. So we have to curb the demand of natural gas at some point in terms of the country, and any country is the same. So we have to selectively choose the competitive industry that can utilize the natural gas at the marginal cost in the future. So that's something to take away in terms of the Thai natural gas industry. So this is about natural gas. And then the biggest fields that we have this year were undergone the transition, which bring me to the next topic, which is the G1 and G2, former Erawan and Bongkot. So we have gone through a historical step this year. Not only that, we changed the operatorship of these two gigantic fields, which is the backbone of our economy. We have also changed the regime this year, converted the concession of Erawan and Bongkot production. So we have to handle this thing very delicately because it's the backbone to our economy, reiterated. And we want to make the PSC become very fast and efficient so that the contractor can fulfill the obligation. But before we can actually handle the transition like it did, there were many things that we went through between the two operators, the outgoing and the incoming. There was a lot of things. It is actually, but many of my colleagues here actually went through a lot. From Chevron, PTTEP, and DMF, we really worked hard together to try to achieve all these things that are written here. And on top of that, there are things that we have to execute in terms of legal. There are at least 12 contracts that were signed, including, it's the first time in Thai history that the government has to take part as a co-seller with PTTEP. And we have to sign one gas sale agreement and condensate sale agreement and crude sale agreement. So there were a lot of things that have been done before the transition night on April 23rd this year. And just to give you the feeling of the night of 23rd, during the handover of Erawan and Bongkot, we have set up the war room to monitor every hour of every step in terms of the gas production, whether there are some obstacles or any accidents to be reported. And then all of a sudden, the minister came in to DMF and sat at the table, also monitoring the situation with us. So we did this all the way until midnight of 23rd, 24th April in the morning. So a lot of my colleagues here that are actually here today, on that night they didn't get to sleep. So I really want to give my sincere appreciation to those people, and also to the contractor, and also to the former concessionaire. And then the result that we got from Erawan going into G1, the exit gas rate is around 399 to 400 million scf per day. It's not what we wanted, but this is the best we can. And I guess we have to stand up to it and thank everyone that's involved. And now is the time to look forward in terms of G1. And for G2, it was relatively smooth, stable, reliable, dependable, and it was a cushion to compensate all the natural gas loss that we had. So we still count on G2 today, and hopefully it will continue. And we still continue to monitor closely these two large fields that we have. And then in terms of the way forward for Erawan, from the government perspective, we really want to see Erawan fully ramped up. So there has to be a lot of activities that would count on, that would need a lot of work from many people here tonight. So there are two things that we really want to see. One is the additional infill drilling. The other one is the acceleration of wellhead platform installation. Like I said earlier, we really need this gas. The LNG price is just phenomenal. I mean, not sure what else to say, but it seems like it's gonna stay like this for a while, and so we really look forward to the ramp up of this production. So this is what happened during this past 2-3 years up to this point. Let me just turn a little bit of topic and ease out. Now I would like to go through another topic, which is the update on the overlapping claim area. So here's the background. Here's the background information on the history of overlapping claim area in ASEAN. I guess in 1966, some of the countries in ASEAN started claiming the maritime territory. But at the end of the day, this overlapping claim area ended up in some type of cooperation or another. So one way is to just formulate Thailand and Malaysian Joint Authority, MTJA, in which Dr. Songpop and Dr. Kaewtathip were the biggest part of that organization. And then we also ended up in a distinctive manner, not the cooperation type, but in terms of the delimitation of the boundary for Thailand and Vietnam. For Thailand and Cambodia, I guess that's still to be seen what's going to happen next. But I think it's more inclined to carry out this type of operation in the similar manner as MTJA, in the form of cooperation, not in terms of delimitation. I wouldn't imagine as of now. And as of this moment, the Thai cabinet is considering reactivating the JTC. I cannot say it when, but I'm sure you guys will hear soon enough. And once that is announced, I guess DMF will be in a position to carry out the work with the Cambodian government, and then we will resume the negotiation in terms of how to carry out this overlapping claim area. Ladies and gentlemen, let me come to my last topic for this evening. The 24th bidding round update. The 24th bidding round is here now. This is the first time in the last 15 years that we have the bidding. So we want to see this happening, and we want to see a lot of participation in this to ensure that we can continue the E&P activities in the country, and to secure the natural resources for the Kingdom of Thailand. And with this 24th bidding round, there are 3 sizable blocks that we have actually put together. That we have gone through a lot of debates of finalizing the 3 blocks. Why not 6 or 9 or 12? Some of my colleagues here, like my deputy Erawan or Dr. Sarawut, can definitely give more details on those things. But we ended up with 3 large blocks, ranging from 8,000 square kilometers to 11,000 to 15,000 kilometers in the Gulf of Thailand. So there are some associated, the minimum commitment in terms of exploration wells. There are 3 wells, 2 wells, and 3 wells for each of the blocks. And then also associated the seismic part of it, which is summarized here. So these are the minimum work that we are looking forward, and it's already in the brochure, in the bid brochure, in the bid announcement number 24. So, and this is the timeline. So we expect to have the winner, the successful bidder, the winner, early next year in February. This is based on the fact that the minister has signed the announcement on April 7. So it's just very recent, only a month ago, that he did this. And finally, this is the fiscal regime for the PSC. I'm not going to go through this because it's complicated to me during this time, of course. And I don't want to ruin your appetite, of course. And but I hope that the PSC regime is I think we have put it together so that it's still attractive to the investors, and we want to welcome all the investors, and we want to promote this regime, and definitely DMF will be here to help and to facilitate. We definitely want you to be successful. We are here to help you become successful, and we're here to help, and we want to see that E&P activities back and running in full potential. So to reimagine the Gulf of Thailand. Thank you for your kind attention, ladies and gentlemen. Khop kun krap.
Thank you, Dr. Sarawut, for the interesting talk, especially for the exciting bidding 24th bidding round, which I think we are waiting for it for such a long time. May I have attention from the floor? If you have any question, please step up. I think we have few microphones close to your table. Please state your name and company and then ask. And if it's thing is too far for you, you can raise your hand and I will hand you the microphone.
Hello. Dr. Sarawut, thank you so much for a very good presentation. Just two questions. Number one, will this presentation be available on DMF webpage? And number two is about the OCA. I guess a lot of people in the room is dying to get some positive news about happening in OCA. Is it possible to you to give any kind of timeline or let us know, is any negotiation with Cambodia started, or is it waiting for the cabinet to discuss this issue? It may take forever with election coming up end of this year, and years may still rolling.
Okay. Well, on the second question, the OCA, I guess you will be hearing about the cabinet resolution, I guess sometimes within the month or two. And then it will kick the ball rolling. And then we can come up with a plan on how to carry out the negotiation process. And then what's the first question? Sorry.
No, I was just wondering if actually that's a very good presentation. I was wondering, will the slides be made available on DMF webpage?
Yes, definitely. I can arrange that. Dr.
Yeah.
Trin can help me to do that.
All right, very
Of
good.
course. This is my dear colleague is here.
Okay.
And
Yeah, we can
definitely
put it on the
maybe
SPE website as well.
All right.
Any other question? Go ahead, ครับ คุณ Frank.
Dr. Sarawut, a very good presentation. I really enjoyed it. Could I kindly ask if the OCA is successfully developed, how significant would the quantity of gas be? Would that be, because obviously we know the Erawan and Bongkat have been the backbone of our natural gas supply for decades. Could the OCA, if successful, significantly complement that?
I guess the answer is yes. That's what I have been told. And the person who told me are actually here today, and they are Dr. Kurujit and Dr. Songpok. Yeah. So I definitely rely on their expertise and words. Yes.
Well, if I may, sir, actually, if you ask about the quality of gas in the or oil in the OCA, actually I was in the member of the committee for 30 years, and I do believe that actually another half of the oil and gas of Chevron or in the Pattani Basin is within the OCA. So luckily that the cabinet have a solution that Dr. Kurujit and I be a subcommittee of the negotiation this time. So I hope that before I die, this will be solved. Okay. And the quality is very good.
Of course, before you die. ครับ
All right. I guess that's about it, no?
That's about it. Any last question? One, two, three, gone. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Sarawut.
Thank you very much ครับขอบคุณ
คุณมากครับ Okay. Dr. Sarawut, before you leave, we would like to give you the token of appreciation. from Kun Ronald, our section chairperson. Okay, Kap. Let's continue on the closing remark. As Kun Kasien mentioned, we have our meeting on monthly basis, and we have a key meeting coming up in September. So on 15th of September, we will have an honor to have Kun Montri, who is sitting right in front here, will give a talk on the next chapter of Thailand Upstream. So Kun Montri is CEO of PTTEP, so please stay tuned on that. There are several conferences and exhibitions ongoing in Thailand as well, starting from IADC, SPE Asia Pacific Drilling Technology Conference and exhibition on 9 to 10 of August. So if you're interested, you can check out the website and register. Another huge event upcoming in 2023 is IPTC, International Petroleum Technology Conference, which is hosted by PTTEP in Bangkok, Thailand. So this is a proud as Thai to have this event here in Bangkok. And the theme is balancing the energy landscape through innovation and sustainability. So this event will be held from 1st to 3rd of March 2023. You can also check out other SPE Asia Pacific upcoming event from the SPE website, spe.org/Asia Pacific. And of course, if you are interested to learn about us more, you can check out our website. Now we have several social media channels. We have Facebook page, we have LinkedIn group, we also have Line official. So if you have your mobile phone with you, you can pick it up and take the photo of any of these QR codes, or you can simply go to thaispe.org. Okay, lucky draw for today. Sorry, I haven't changed the sponsor. So today the sponsor will be from DMF, Department of Mineral Fuel. It is very limited edition. I don't think you can buy it from anywhere. So it's a power bank from DMF, and may have Dr.Sarawut again. Maybe Kun Anupong will bring. ใครนะ พี่โฟกครับผมโอเคครับ for the lucky draw ครับผม Okay, we have total 4 special prize. Start with the first 2. The lucky name is Kun David Morton. Is he here? From Midori Engineering. Congratulations, Kap. Could you please step front? Can I have Kun Fong on stage to give the special gift to our lucky draw? Second one, Kun Ruford from Gaia Earth Group. That's really close. Congratulations. Okay, now we got last 2. Maybe Kun Montri, can you be an honor to pick up our lucky draw? Don't pick your name นะครับผม From PTTEP. No, I'm just joking. No, not this time ครับ Okay. คุณ Stephen Bowdy from EPI. Congratulations ครับ ใครให้ คุณมนตรีไหมคุณมนตรีอะไรเดี๋ยวดร. สราวุธ Dr. Sarawut ครับ Can we have an honor to give the gift to the lucky draw? คุณ Stephen, are you here? ที่สอง Okay, let's go for the second one first. All right, this name sounds really familiar. From Mubadala Petroleum. คุณเทียนพันธ์ So Kun Tian Pan also look after 24th bidding round as well, just to let our DG know. ต้องรอใหม่ เอาใหม่ Okay, it's the person I know again. คุณปริชัดบางจาก Petroleum Resources. Congratulations ครับ I think she look after 24th bidding round as well for some reason. And of course, if you think tonight the drink that we provided is not enough, you can continue your journey at the rendezvous at the ground floor in this hotel. We got 2 for 1 if you say you're coming from SPE Thailand. And of course, last but not least, thanks to our sponsor to having us here tonight. Could you have a round of applause to our generous sponsor ครับ That is all from me from SPE Thailand. Thank you very much ครับ and hope you have a good time สวัสดีครับ